See, most people ask this question. After understanding the mechanics of the mind, they ask this, but how do I change my memories of the past? I have already created a huge silo of memory, as it were, which is functioning within me without my permission. You see, even when you quiet the mind, so many kinds of thoughts come into that mind, isn't it? In the past, I have put in so many types of thoughts, so many types of emotions. Now, how do I control them? How do I regulate them? So, memory is a huge part of study both in Eastern and Western philosophies, because most of your thoughts are memories. You know how Yoga-Vedanta studies memory? इसमें से आप बहुत कुछ अपने practical जीवन के लिए ले सकते हो. If you are alert, you will get a number of points. How do I handle my memory? First of all, Vedanta will tell you, memory is actually an asset. It is one of the greatest clues to show you the existence of the self. How? Memory is possible only if there has been a common factor between two events, isn't it? So it is actually showing you the presence of the Atman, the presence of the self. It is hinting towards that. The problem with you is you have messed up with that memory. You have put in so much of negative thinking that your memory in a sense has become negative. This much has to be corrected. So, how do we do this? See, if memory is nothing but recycled conscious thought, if I keep changing my conscious thought towards the positive, my memory will one day change, isn't it? Because its source is conscious thinking. Your conscious thinking is becoming your memories. So, if I keep thinking positively, if I keep my sense exposures positive, one day my memories will be very positive. And just now, I will counteract my negative memories. There are definite methods for this by deliberately bringing positivity into my life. That is why in the yogic sciences, we actually work upon separating awareness from memory. Separating awareness from memory, what does this mean? See, you are of the nature of awareness, identified with the thought process. When you feel your memory is an impediment to your thinking, memories are negative. Through the practice of yoga, you can separate the thought process and thus your memory from your awareness. Through the practice of meditation, this can be done. If this is done, your memory will not have a hold over you. In fact, yoga aims at doing this. If you are able to free yourself from the grip of memory, only awareness will reign in your mind. ये एक संभावना है. It is a possibility. Through the art of meditation, this can be done. When awareness dominates the mind, you know, the greatest happiness descends into the mind. Because there is no negativity there. You are in your real state. You have touched the real source of your being, which is awareness. And memory, you only allow that bit of memory to come in, which is useful to you, which is positive. The rest can be separated, kept apart from your experience through the practice of yoga, through the practice of meditation. Also, in Vedanta, they give you a very profound idea about memory, which is also useful to you. See, the very concept of आपने शायद सुना नहीं है अभी तक, अध्यास एक concept है in Vedanta, which is the actual meaning of it is superimposition. It is a huge theory in Vedanta which tells you why are we seeing this world of manifestation the way we are seeing it. If actually the reality is only one substratum, one underlying Brahman, why am I seeing the world of manifestation? The answer given to this is because you have superimposed one thing on another. Do you understand the word superimposition? See, now suppose, let me take the classic example of Vedanta only. You must pay attention, otherwise this will escape you. In classical Vedanta, we use the rope and snake example. Have you heard of it? Somebody was going home at dusk time. He saw something like a rope lying there, but fear gripped his mind, so he actually thought it might be a snake. Then he went close and threw some light on it and saw it's only a rope. It's not a snake. So the fear left him and he went home. Now in this example, Suppose there was a snake on that rope, you would call it imposition. But if you are mistaking the rope for the snake, you call it superimposition. First understand the word. Superimposition means you are mistaking one thing for another. Now this happens due to memory, according to Vedanta. One of the very definitions of adhyas is smriti rupa paratra purva drishta avabhasaha adhyasaha, which means due to your memory, you are superimposing a thing seen elsewhere. A thing which was cognized elsewhere is being superimposed here due to the memory, functioning of your memory. Now that is why the study of memory is so very important. Unless you are able to separate memory from awareness, delusion will reign. Superimposition will occur at a very deep level. Superimposition is a very deep concept, which is actually telling you why Ajnan has come into the jiva, which makes him see only multiplicity. So memory works at a very deep level. That is why the initial techniques of yoga are trying to separate mind from awareness, which means the simple thought process from awareness. The next advanced techniques will help you separate your memories from awareness. If you can totally extract awareness from the grip of memory, you have passed in yoga, you have passed the test. Don't think these are, it's only about lecturing and getting the knowledge of it. This is actually about doing. ये एक बहुत ही practical science है. अगर आप थोड़ा थोड़ा करते रहोगे, you will understand the relevance of these statements which we are making here. These are just theory lectures which I am giving you. The actual thing is to do it. If you are able to extract awareness from the thought process and memory, your job is done in a way. That awareness itself will teach you how to go further. In yoga, yogic sciences, we say, yogo yogena jnatavyo, yogo yogat pravartate. Yoga itself teaches yoga. Yoga itself will teach you how to progress in yoga. अगर ये simple चीजें कर पाओ, distancing yourself from the thought process and separating memory and awareness. So ये आप कर सकते हो, थोड़ा करके देखो. At present, awareness is entirely invested in memory. That is why only your thought appears to be real to you. Nothing else appears to be real. When you close your eyes, initially what happens? As if nothing else is there within. So we don't find any interest in meditation. But as you become more and more conscious, as the mind becomes clearer and clearer, the entire interest will be riveted within. Because awareness now suddenly means a lot to you. ये change आता है. योग के practice से यही change आता है जीवन में. There's a very beautiful story which illustrates this. It's actually a joke. One person was trying to search something in his garden. He was searching for a key in his garden. So his neighbor came running and said, "Did you lose your key here?" And he said, No, I lost my key in the house." Then he asked, "Then why are you searching in the garden?" "Because there is light here." This may appear very foolish to you. We are doing that. We are searching for our identity, our happiness, everything only in the sense world. Because we find light only when you open your eyes. अगर आंखें बंद करो तो darkness लगता है. इसलिए you don't feel like doing this inner research. But through the practice of yoga, through training, अंदर आलोकमय है, आलोक ही आलोक है. अगर थोड़ी training हो मन के लिए, only this clarity, this light can tell you how to progress further. It is the clarity of your awareness, please see this. Uninvested awareness, not part of mind. It is separate from mind, always. Vedanta again and again is trying to, in different ways, trying to tell you this. That just like how you perceive this body as an object, see, just like how I am seeing this laptop as an object, so also is the body an object to you, phenomenologically speaking. And so also is your thought process. That is why there is no common entity called I am the body. There is nothing like this. There is no coexistence of body, thought and I at the same plane. Always it is thought. Through thought you are seeing the body, through awareness you are seeing even thought. and that is why you are always separate from the body mind complex. ये एक संभावना सिर्फ नहीं है, this is the reality about you. इसको संभावना करने के लिए a little practice in yoga is required. This is the actual fact about you.